Welcome to Singapore.
Thank you. Welcome to Singapore, our third country in our tour all around the world. And there it is, downtown Singapore. Pretty cool. We've got a lot to explore today, so we're gonna get started. We're starting next to the river because it's nice. It's not necessarily hot outside, but it is humid. I'm already sweating, I don't know if you could tell. But got my water from 7-Eleven, and yeah, thought we'd do a nice walk along the river. It's kind of what started the city, and there's shops and restaurants all along the way, so let's go. So I have to say I'm a little surprised because it's a Saturday afternoon and there's not really a whole lot of people out. At least not many. That I was expecting a lot more, especially when you think that this is one of the biggest cities in the entire world. Yeah, just not a whole lot happening. Did you see that though? The Marina Bay Sands Resorts. Pretty cool, pretty iconic here in Singapore. We're gonna head in that direction in just a little bit, but for now, let's continue our journey down the river. So the humidity is getting to me just a little bit, and I just came across this. It's the Asian Civilizations Museum. I read on TripAdvisor last night that this someone wrote that this was the best museum they had been to in Southeastern Asia. So since we're here and it is so humid and a little bit hot, I thought we would go check it out. Let's go. When they do maintenance, they put pictures of what should be here. Beautiful. So this probably is my favorite part of the museum. It's an exhibit on the Tang shipwreck. It's a ship that sank more than 1,000 years ago, a couple 100 miles south of Singapore. But these were all discovered from that shipwreck about 20 years ago. So they spent about 1,000 years or so underwater, and then for the past 20 years or so, not even now, they've seen the light of day again, and they've created a really cool exhibit, kind of making waves out of them. So this whole area, everything in here, is all stuff that they found in that shipwreck. So it costs about $8 to get into the museum. That's Singapore dollars, so that's the equivalent of $6 or so, give or take. Not bad. Kills an hour, hour and a half. So this part made it worth it for me though. So I'm not gonna lie, but I'm a little bit lost right now. I have a general idea of where I'm going. The only problem is all the streets I should have turned on are all overpasses. And I'm essentially walking right next to a highway with a barrier in the middle. So that just means we get a few extra steps today until we find an off-ramp of some sort. We may have found hope. There is what appears to be maybe a sky bridge looking building not too far away. We shall see. Victory! So we made it where I wanted to come. This is Kampong Glam, something like that. It is essentially a Middle Eastern area, a very Islamic Middle Eastern neighborhood, just like Chinatown or Little India. But this is all about Middle Eastern, so I thought we'd walk around a little bit and just explore. So I decided to treat ourselves to an ice cream puff. I played safe with mint chocolate chip. I did try cotton candy, which tasted like cotton candy, and then black sesame, which I actually wanted to get, but I'm glad I tried it because it really wasn't for me. There are directions on the window here to how to eat this. Scoop out the ice cream and then eat it like a burger once it's half gone. So I'm not sure how Middle Eastern that was, but it was pretty delicious. Kind of kicking myself right now because I was going to stay in a hostel over here, and this area is super cool. And I'm a little jealous that I chose my other hostel, other side of town. That's all right. We got to go on the train though because we got somewhere to go right now. So welcome to Gardens by the Bay. How awesome is this? You've probably seen this in pictures and on TV. I mean, this really is probably the #1 attraction in all of Singapore, right next to probably its most iconic building, the Marina Bay Sands Resort, right next door. That you have to spend a lot of money to really enjoy all the amenities for. The park, though, for the most part, is free, all except for these two buildings. This is Rose Dome, and right over here, I know it's a little hard to see because it's so big, but that is Cloud Forest. It costs 28 Singapore dollars to get into both, which is the equivalent to about 20 USD. A little pricey for someone on a budget, but I figure let's do it. One, all the reviews say it is well worth it, but two, it is a good way just to cool off and get into some nice air conditioning. And three, let's be honest, the rest of the gardens better seen when it's dark outside. hours or so, the misters come on and create this cloud, hence cloud forest. So we'll see how long it takes until this dome is one giant cloud. Mid-Autumn Festival right now here in Asia, also the beginning of October, so plenty of pumpkins, very festive. This also happens to be the end of the Flower Dome, so let's go explore the rest of Gardens by the Bay, huh? There's a light show right now, so let's run and catch it.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes.
So that light show was incredible. I have to say, Gardens by the Bay has given me the absolute chills. I've had goosebumps on my arms just walking around. It is definitely worth checking out. Also worth checking out, speaking of light shows, there is a light and water show at the other side of Marina Sands Bay. It's incredible. I had a chance to check that out the other night. Insert small clip here. It was super amazing. I'm gonna put another video together of just kind of nighttime shots around Singapore because I think it certainly deserves it. This is the time to check it out and explore. Even though the sun has gone down, the city is really coming to life just now. So that's gonna do it for me for this video. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.